it looks dark right now, but press on, because sooner or later, eventually, before never, he will show up. I dare you just to be good preaching church folk and tell somebody he will show up. The church that I come from, we say, I know he will. Anybody knows that he will show up? Anybody knows that he will set it straight? Anybody knows that he will clean up the mess? Anybody knows that he will make your enemies your footstools? Anybody knows that he'll take your enemies and he'll say, no weapon formed against you shall prosper? Yeah, I've been through some stuff, but baby, I'm better now. I dare you touch somebody and say, I'm better now. I got my shout back, I'm better now. I got my dance back, I'm better now. The things that I've been through have brought me to this place to where I say, if it had not been for the Lord who was on my side, when men rose up against me, when the circumstances wanted to break me, I'm still here. Touch your neighbor, say, don't play with me on this morning. I'm on a mission. So if it's not too much for you, touch your neighbor, say, neighbor, get over it so you can grow from it. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Sit down. Y'all gonna make a young man pop an artery. Give us power, Master. One thing you have to understand, that there are three things in this text that we must see that the Lord has allowed us to excavate that will bless you and help you, bless all of us, and help us to understand that there are some things that we need to do in order to grow from the past or the problems or the things, even the successes that happen in our life. Because you have to understand, sometimes successes can be a crutch as well. Because there are too many people who keep living in the heyday of their past. You played football when you were in high school. You are 40 now. The jersey doesn't fit anymore. It sits up here. Take the jersey off. Appreciate God for the college education that you got. That's the reason he let you play football, so that you could get a college education. It was never to go to the NFL. It was so that you could get that business degree, so you could open up your business, so you could hire somebody that looks just like you to help the kingdom advance. I'm sorry. That was a soapbox. That wasn't supposed to happen. First thing you have to see, first thing you must do is you must denounce perfection. Touch your neighbor, say, neighbor, I'm not perfect. Neither are you. Philippians 3:12 says, not as much I had already attained, either were already perfect, but I follow after, if that I may apprehend that for which I am also apprehended or arrested for Jesus Christ, the Christ Jesus. Paul is saying clearly in this text that he's in a place that he cannot claim the standard of perfection because of a clear and a constant knowledge of his public and private downfalls. He understands that in everything and in every place in someone's life, there is always something lacking. You may have drove here, you looked good, you smelt good. There were some nice cars in the parking lot. When you got up this morning, there was no detail that was left undone. Mary Kay, tight. Gators, Crocs, tight. Shirt pressed to the T, tight. But truth be told, as tight as we all are, we walked in with a problem.